Hello there. So if you are watching this and you know someone who is a teacher, particularly a middle school or a high school teacher, could you please forward them this video? I am trying to help other teachers with classroom discipline. So if you can forward it to teachers, especially middle school and high school, I would be grateful. This is part two. Part two is on time to class. Again, I'm Danny Weiss. I am a high school math teacher in Waldorf, Maryland. And as of this recording, this is my 29th year teaching. And in the description of the video below, you can get access to my guide for classroom discipline. It's called All the Answers. And you can also get my email address where you can email me with questions, or my cell number, and you can text me with questions, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right. So part two, on time to class. It's you have to demand that your students are on time to class. If you let them be 30 seconds late, they're going to be 30 seconds late. If you let them be 5 seconds late, they're going to take that 5 seconds. Don't even let them be 5 seconds late. When the bell rings, they need to be in their seats, period. And if you settle for anything else, you're going to just have chaos, okay? If you want control of your classroom, they have to be on time. Yes, there are going to be situations where your students are late. They'll have a pass. They might even not have a pass, but they're legitimate, okay? Sometimes that will happen. That's going to be a given, okay? But in general, on time, period. No excuses, no exceptions. And you have to be consistent with that. When the bell rings, they have to be in the room, and that's it, okay? So just make sure that you're not mean or angry towards those who come in late. Hey, how you doing? Well, we're going to deal with that in a moment, but don't get angry about it. Just make sure that they know that they have to be on time. Now, there's going to be the student who has the same excuse for being late every time, and he's lying to you. And all students are going to lie at one point or another. They just lie to get out of being in trouble. Don't accept it. I'm sorry for whatever it is. I'm sorry for whatever it is, but you're late. Okay? You can't be late. If you're going to be part of this classroom, you're going to be part of our community, you have to be on time. That's it. So when they know that you're serious about them being on time, your students will be on time, okay? When a student says, Mr. Jones doesn't care about us being late, you say to them, I'm not Mr. Jones. And when they say, you're the only teacher who cares about us being late, your response is, and your point? So what? If you're the only one, you're the only one. Fine. If I'm the only one who doesn't let their students be late, then I'm the only one. So be it. Okay? You can only control what happens inside your classroom. I've learned that. Sometimes there's issues going on in the hallway. I can't control that. All right. So I'm only going to control what happens inside my classroom. And inside my classroom, students are not going to be late to class. And that's what I've decided is going to be. So what do you do when students are late? All right. Well, I have developed something that works out extremely well for me. And students hate it, and it works. I call it, for example, if a class ends, say, at 10:50 in the morning, all right, I call it the 10:50 club. All right, and I put the name here. Okay? And whoever is late has to show up, or they're the last one to leave. Okay? Meaning, the bell rings, all right, and all right, John is last one out today, and John has to wait until every single other person leaves class until he can leave. And the funniest part is when other students kind of walk extra slow just to mock John. It's funny, and it's great, and it works, and John hates it, okay? So if John doesn't want that to happen again, he will be on time to class the next day. So this is something that works really well. Now, to make sure that it works, all right, here's added things that I do to make sure I don't forget each period. I actually set myself an alarm on my phone, and the alarm goes off if it's 10:50 club, at 10:49 I make sure the alarm goes off so I don't forget about the 10:50 club. And I will stand at the door and make sure that John does not pass by before everyone else leaves. Seems like a bit much, but you know what? It is effective. It works. And people hate staying after the bell. They hate it. So they don't even want to stay 10 seconds. So if you make them wait until everyone else leaves, it will happen just a few times before they catch on, and it won't happen again, okay? There's another thing that I do. I don't do it often because it can be a pain, but I will do an attendance quiz, meaning when that bell rings, I close and I lock the door and I leave a sign, just wait a minute, I'll be right with you, okay? Everyone takes a quiz. All I give them is say, take out a piece of paper and give me the answer to this problem. 5 plus 3. Please just put your name on the paper and put the answer to 5 plus 3. Everyone gives me their paper, and it's 100 points. And it's a test grade, a product grade, okay? And you know what? You give everyone 100 points, except for the people who are late to class. They get a 0. When students realize they're getting a 0 for being late to class, essentially, they're going to start coming on time. And don't argue with them. When they come in and they say, it wasn't my fault that I did. I don't want to hear it, you know? Doesn't matter. They're late, they got a 0, it won't happen again, okay? They need to be on time. And I don't care if they're 15 seconds late. They got a 0 on this quiz. 5 plus 3, that's it. They got a 0. Life goes on, okay? By the way, another thing that happens with the 1050 Club is students will come in, students who are aware, once the students know that the 1050 Club is in effect, when a student comes late, 12 students will say, 1050 Club, you know, they know it's coming. The students help out, you know, and they're part of it, right? And, you know, they'll taunt the kids that come late because, hey, these kids who are on time are always on time, and now they have something to say to the kids who are late and, you know, who aren't doing the right thing when they already are doing the right thing. And quite frankly, I enjoy that. I'm sorry. If that's mean of me to enjoy that, I'm sorry, I enjoy it. So the crazy thing is it's the little things that show that you are downright determined to have control of your classroom. And once the kids learn and understand that you don't play when it comes to being on time, they will be on time, all of them. And you will not have a tardiness issue in your classroom, right? So I strongly encourage you to either use the 1050 Club, the late club, whatever time it is, or do attendance quizzes where you only give 100 to the students who are on time to class. It works. Believe me, you will not have an attendance problem if you do this. All right. I look forward to seeing you in part 3. And please go ahead and contact me via email. With the email address is in the description of the video, as well as my cell number. You can text me. All right. And also you can get a copy of my guide if you click on that link as well. The guide that gives you the complete, all of the answers. All right. The complete guide. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you in part 3.